If you're a heating and air conditioning technician or even a salesperson, what's something you need to pay attention to at the end of a sales call, and why does it matter? This is a super important question. I'm Scott Sylvan Bell, coming to you live for HVAC Technician Sales Secrets on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about you. So let's say that you're in a sales presentation, right? We've talked about 80-20 sales on this channel before, and I'll put a link to this video down at the bottom of this video in the description. And 80-20 sales says that, like, at some point you're going to exert 80% of your sales effort on part of your presentation and have 20% of it left, and you need to figure out which part is important to you. And everybody is a little bit different when it comes to this, because everybody puts their energy in different spots, right? I'll give you the shortcut. Some people have a straight line energy. Some people have an upside down smile. Some people have a smile. Some people start low and high. Some people start high and low. Some people have a dip, and some people, like a dip in the negative in the middle, and some people have a peak in the middle as a positive, okay? But what you need to know is, here's the focus. Here's part two. This really is part two of 80-20 sales energy, is how do you make the deal happen, right? Dr. Alan Bernard says it's impossible unless. That's a phrase that he used. Shout out to Dr. Alan Bernard, and we got a video on this channel about that, right? So the question should be, how do we make this happen? The focus isn't how do we not make it happen. That's easy. The buyer has a ton of how do we not make this happen. You got to focus on how do I find ways to make this happen? How do I need to be creative? What do I need to ask? What do I need to say that's truthful? What do I need to say that's ethical? Because, like, there's a lot of people who say anything to get a deal, and that's not the best thing you could do. And this is why you should join HVAC Tech Secrets. I'll give you the goods, not in the Facebook group, not in the YouTube channel. Here's the thing. You have to look for reasons to do the deal. And when I see salespeople struggle, they get to the end and they forget that their focus should be that 20% of energy to get that burst is, how do we get the deal done? How do we get the deal done? And what you focus on at the end of your presentation really does matter. If you're looking for reasons to not do the deal, I guarantee you you're going to find them, or your buyer's going to find them. If you're looking for reasons to do the deal, that comes in the form of questions, that comes in the form of creativity, comes in the form of leadership from you, putting a dot on the horizon and marching towards it. Like, a lot of people are like, all right, well, I got to think about it. And salespeople fold up their books and they're like, all right, well, you go ahead and think about it, right? That's just part of the conversation. That's just the first couple of moves to a dance. Somebody says, I got to think about it. Like, that's typically not really the first objection, right? So you should be asking some questions, completely understand. I hear what you're saying. I get this. I totally hear the conversation that's going on. Or you could just flat out ignore it. But what you need to realize is, if you become defeated in the last 20% of your sales call, the chance of you closing that deal goes down. I have this belief that the last 20% of the sales call, for me, needs a ton of focus. For me, I need to have like a list like this. I need to be like taking position number 4, where I start with low energy and I move up, and then I have the most amount of energy in a sales call. And when I'm struggling, I do completely opposite. I head down backwards. What you need to know is what you focus on at the end of your sales presentation really does matter. It really helps you to know, like, my focus. Like, there's times if I'm given a presentation, I will make like a fortune cookie note for myself to say, focus on the end goal. Here's the end goal. The end goal is a project. The end goal is coaching. The end goal is training. Like, here is my end goal. As like you could do it as a Post-it note, right? And just before you give the last 20% of your presentation, realize, like, hey, look, here's where I'm at. I am in the last 20% of my presentation. Here's my whiteboard, right? So I'm gonna draw a circle on here. I feel like a football coach, like like this right here. That's where you need to have your focus. That's your Post-it note. That's like, here, I'm in closing mode. I need to shift my thoughts. I need to shift my beliefs. And if you're losing deals and you're struggling right now, my question for you is, where are you putting your energy? Where are you putting your energy? Go back and watch both the videos on 80-20 sales energy, because they'll really help you out to understand, like, this could be why you're losing deals. What are you focusing on? At the end of the call, what are you telling yourself? I'm going to get this deal. This is the deal that I'm after. This is what I'm going to do. Or are you going, all right, I'm just going to roll a number. Like, if you're just saying, I'm going to roll a number, and you don't have some sort of direction that you're going to take it, the chances of you getting an objection that you're going to buy into is super huge, okay? What are you telling yourself at the last 20% of your sales call? Start thinking about this, and if you're struggling, make a shift. At the last 20%, get a Post-it note. Make a fortune cookie note to yourself. Do something to remind you, like What is the end goal? What's the result that I want? I want to sell. I want to be able to help my client get 1, 2, 3. I want to help my client get X, Y, Z. But realize that a lot of salespeople, they get towards the end of the sales call and they don't have an intention right here. Zero intention right here will get you objections that you buy into and say yes to. Zero intention right here means that you're going to email somebody a proposal or text somebody a proposal or give something verbally, and then you're never going to see that again. You absolutely have to set your intentions at the last 20% of your sales presentation. You've got to do it. You got 1 or 2 things to do from here, just 1 or 2. Find the subscribe button, click on it, and every time I send out a video, you'll get an update, or hit follow. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.